Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and today I've been working on this beautiful ornament or journal cover or decoration of some kind for Christmas. I saw a video that had something similar, but I've changed it up some. What I plan to do with mine is take my stocking. I have a crocheted stocking. I have 4 of them, and glue or pin it on there. I just thought that would be beautiful, and I have some other angel designs, so they won't all be the same, but this could also have a hanger mounted on the back and hung on the Christmas tree. Now, this is not my forte here. It's a little bit more crafty than what I usually do, but I enjoyed it, and I'm going to try to show you how I did it. So here we go. I'll leave it sitting over here so you can see it. Maybe it'll work. This is from a freebie from Shabby Art Boutique, and it actually, I think she called it Crochet Angel, and I think you have to be a member of her newsletter to get these. I'm not sure, but it was to crochet around it, and I just thought this would make a beautiful ornament or whatever, and so that's what I chose. I remembered I had this pattern, and so that's what I chose to make this. The person that I saw making this apparently had wider crepe paper than I have. This is crepe paper, and I made one like she showed, and it's just it's cute, but it's not big enough, and all you do with it is gather it up and staple it in the middle and then add all this on the top. But what I ended up doing was, because it needed to be larger, I ended up cutting out a 2-inch circle from just cardstock, and then I am going to gather this around the edge, and I tried gluing it, and that didn't work very well. All you do is just pinch it up and hold it with your thumb. The glue didn't work very well, so I decided that ever so often I would come in and staple, because this is not going to show where it's stapled. And I don't know how much I got off of the roll. You could work with it right on the roll, probably a couple of feet or so. And I just keep taking this around and making the little tucks, and then when I get enough there, I want to staple it again. Let me get this finished and I'll come back. So I've taken this all the way around, and it's just stapled in the back. And if you were going to make an ornament out of it, you might want to cover that with felt or another piece of cardstock to hide the staples. But I'm going to glue it down so it doesn't matter. I'm going to put the start and the finish spot at the bottom, because the bottom is going to be covered up, and I'm going to glue that down in a second. The next thing is, I had bought this tulle, and it's a silver sparkly. You can see the sparkles, I hope. And I cut about 1 foot, and I'm going to grab it up in the middle and tie a knot in the middle. And pull it tight. I'll do that on both of these pieces. Like I said, this is similar to what the other lady did. I don't remember who it was, but I've changed it up a little bit for my purposes. Okay, now what my plan is to put these together, and as you see, they will hang out the bottom. So I'm going to glue them down in the center of this, kind of bunch them together and glue them in the center. And I'm going to want this glued down a little bit underneath the angel so she'll lay pretty flat on it. Now after you have it fixed, glued on there, just kind of spread these out and then come in with your scissors and trim it however you want it to be. And of course, I have glitter everywhere. The glitter is not my favorite thing, but it is so pretty on this. I'll have to really clean up after I get done. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is glue her down. And I'm going to glue her all the way around the edge and hopefully get it to lay fairly flat. And I'm using hot glue because it glues fast and it'll soak through the layers below to hold it in place. Try and get her in the center and press down. Okay, now this one, I went around with the rhinestones. I don't have those, so I'm going to use pearls instead on her. And these are sticky already, but I have put them on things before and they kind of come off. So I'm going to put down a little glue. So just make sure they don't come off. These are the little pearls that come in strips on a sheet. You can cut whatever length you need. And like I said, they come with sticky on the back. I think it's funny that I can cut out all this paper and everything and it doesn't drive me crazy, but something like this, it just seems like it gets a little bit fiddly and is not as relaxing as just working with the paper. But I think this is so cute, and of course would make nice little gifts or tags to put on your packages, or decorations on your journal. So many things you could do with it. Okay, I didn't worry about putting any right there in the middle because we're going to put a bow in there. So we have that much done. And then the next thing we'll do is get us a bow. I'm using this crinkle ribbon. And sometimes if it's too crinkled, you can get your fingers damp and pull it out, and it straightens it out a little bit. Okay, so there's our little bow. I'm going to use my hot glue again. And then on this one, I had gotten this sparkly button at Hobby Lobby. They had their buttons 70% off, and I splurged and got some buttons. This piece here is a rhinestone earring that I pulled the back off of, and that's going to go in the center of this bow. I was going to dangle down some charms, but I thought the jewelry might look a lot prettier on this. So there she is, and now we're ready for the really fun part. And I have a funny story to tell you. On this video, she put glue on the edges of this and used glitter. And I decided I needed some silver glitter, because to me this looks like the old-fashioned ornaments that had glitter on the edges, and I wanted to replicate that. Well, so I ordered my glitter, and I was expecting a little bottle about this big, and I want you to see what I got. It's 1 pound of glitter, and I got it in gold and silver. So I have enough glitter to last me like forever. I had to laugh at myself because I didn't pay attention to the size. Okay, I'm going to put down some cardstock underneath, and then I'm going to do this a little bit at a time. And just put the glue here and there on the edges so the glitter has something to adhere to. You can put as much or as little as you want. See how pretty that looks? Now I'm going to do the rest of it. And I meant to try not to get it on her face because it sticks on there too, but okay. Now I will fold this up and open up my jar before I sneeze or laugh or do something that causes this to go all over the room. And put it back in the jar. Save that piece of paper for another time. Okay, so there's our little angel ornament. I need to pull this over. That's bugging me. It's not. There we go. So I've made 2 of those. Oh, actually 3 this afternoon. This one I was just trying to figure out what to do, but it's sweet too. It'll be sweet. I'll put one of these on my stocking and make some others. She has some more ornaments that I printed out that were freebies. Also, these right here, and they're angels. So I may use them on the other 3. I have 4 stockings. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm all sparkled up and ready to go. I think there's some crepe paper out there that's wider, where you could just use the crepe paper, but it really works just fine by cutting out the square or circle and doing the staples all the way around. All right, so I'll be off making something else, and I'll be back before you know it. See you soon.